Whiteboard Wednesdays, Real Talk with a Realtor. I'm Sharice Wynn, also known as the Agent Lady, and today we have Corwin.
Hello. You got Corwin Jackson here of the Core Inspection Group.
Core Inspection Group. All right. What are we talking about today, Corwin?
Today we are going to talk about termite.
And are they deal breaker?
Oh, that's the question that everyone asks.
Exactly.
Let me say this: if any of our folks watching this are in my generation, that at some point they seen a cartoon where the termites came around like a tornado.
Right.
They went around the house twice and reduced the house to ashes. Complete myth.
Yay!
Yeah, it doesn't exactly happen that way.
Okay, so what are they then?
So termites are let me start with this. So when we do the inspection, it's really called a WDI or wood destroying insect inspection.
Okay.
Termites are just the most common and ferocious insect that's out hunting for the wood.
Oh,
You got wood-borne beetles, carpenter ants, carpenter beetles. So you got a whole plethora of different insects.
Okay.
Termites are just the most common. We'll bump into them. We'll say 1 out of 4 homes are going to have termite activity.
1 out of 4.
1 out of 4.
So I can say that they're common then.
They are very common.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are a subterranean insect where typically they're going to live in a soil or in a wet, moist ground.
Okay.
And they're coming from the soil looking for wood.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And they just start eating it.
They just start eating it. So their goal is, we actually need termite in ecology. We need them in nature. Their goal is to eat on the wood and turn it back into soil so that we can harvest again.
Can't be mad at that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they just haven't gotten the word that we use wood to build houses now.
Gotcha. Just like deer haven't realized we drive cars on the road.
There you go.
Well, we need those too.
We need them.
We gotta share. We gotta share the world.
Yeah.
Make it a better place. I won't sing, I promise.
Yeah.
And how do we remediate termites?
So to remediate termite is really easy. You're gonna typically they're gonna drill around the perimeter of the home, and they're gonna install something called a thermidor.
Okay.
That thermidor creates an impenetrable barrier. It's a foam that goes below the soil. So we said previously that the termites, they don't live in a home. They have to live in the wet, moist soil.
Right.
So this is going to prevent any termites from entering back in the home.
Right.
And of course, because they need to get back to that soil to live, any termite activity that's currently in a home, they're basically just going to die off.
Gotcha. That's interesting.
So the critical piece when you find termite activity, because a lot of times we'll come out, we'll just see shelter tubes, or we may see some termite activity within the wood trim members or the door trim members. The critical piece that I want the consumers to ask their inspector is, hey, has any of the structural components been compromised because of the termite activity? Yep.
That makes sense. How much does it cost?
For the termite inspection?
The termite inspection and the termite remediation.
The termite inspection is going to be $90.
Okay.
Now, if it was found that you guys need a termite treatment, that's really going to range based on the square footage of the home.
Okay.
But I would say $900 is a median.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. But we want to find that out before you buy the home, right?
Before you buy the home,
There you
absolutely, because then that's something you can negotiate or have the seller repair or remediate.
Yeah.
So when buyers hear the word termites, sometimes they automatically want to run. What do you say to that?
Absolutely. Well, what I say to that is let's figure out if any structural components have been compromised. More often, we'll find that it's at the early stages, meaning you just had some swarming or there may be some shelter tubes.
Right.
Again, 1 out of 4 homes is going to have it. And then once you get the treatment, you'll be fine.
Right. So determine, I guess, how far they've gotten, if there's any structural components.
There you go.
And even if there are some structural components in regards to maybe the beams, as long as they can be repaired or fixed in some way, it should be pretty good, depending, I guess.
Worst case scenario is that we need to bring in a structural guy to determine if something needs to be sistered, if we need lolly columns, if the joist needs to be replaced.
Or even a contractor.
Okay. And then what you need to be mindful of is there's just a cost associated with doing these things.
Right.
So if it's something that could be negotiated for in terms of repairs
or credit,
but at the end of the day, when you go to purchase the home, you're made whole.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Piece.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
So you don't need to run. when there's termites.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're ringing, Corwin.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's how you find him, through his cell phone.
Hello, you looking for termite treatment? Awesome. All right, guys, it's been great. You got Corwin Jackson here of the Core Inspection Group.
How do they find you?
www.coreinspectiongroup.com.
Awesome. Remember, guys, friends don't let friends buy or sell real estate without the agent lady.